Tearing down the Craftsman engine I picked up over the weekend. I haven't found anything out about it. I've done a few Google searches and they've come back with nothing, so I'm going to keep looking, look a little more when I'm at work, and hopefully find out some information about it. I'd like to know more about it. It's a cool looking little engine. But right now we're going to start taking it apart. We're going to start with the gas tank. It's got two 7/16 nuts with a slot in them for a flathead screwdriver. Fuel line comes off. The bottom of it here goes to it there. I've already cut it. It was crumbled coming apart, so I just cut it off. Got the two 7/16. Hold it on. They're slotted. Makes it a little easier for taking them apart. I've sprayed it down with penetrating oil and WD-40 for about the last 2 days. And there's a little gas tank for it. I don't know if you can see inside. It's not pretty, but it's not rusted out either. That's a good thing. We're just going to put the bolts for it back in the holes. Keep me from losing them later. Next we're going to grab the power drill, high torque setting. This little adapter here makes it a 3/8 drive for your sockets. One of the best inventions ever made. Great to have if you've got a decent power drill but don't have a air compressor or air tools. You're going to be working on a lot of things. You can pick them up at most hardware stores. They're like $5 to $10 for a pack. Now we're going to take the head bolts off, this bracket off. They're 1/2 inch bolts for the head bolts. Now if you're working on one of these, don't expect yours to come out this easy. I've already broke all mine loose. Wanted to make sure I wasn't going to break anything taking it apart. Drill battery's dying, so we're going to see if we can make it through this. And the bracket slides up and out, and then there's two little spacers down here. Go on these two because there's indentations in the head. Set that back there. Take the rest of the head bolts out. There's 3 shorts, 2 longs. The shorts run along the back, and the 2 long ones go up in the shroud. Then you've got the 3 for the bracket for the gas tank here. See, to take the shroud off, you got the 2 head bolts out. There's a 7/16 slotted for a flathead. I've already had it loose, so flathead should get it. There's one on each side. Oops, got away from me there. And it's out. We pulled the whole shroud off with the recoil still attached. Recoil is held on with 4 Phillips head screws, 1 at each corner. But, I just left it on for this. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop this head off, and it's disgusting. It's all sludgy, dirty. I don't know what that is, but it's a mix of WD-40, oil, gas, God only knows what. Take the head gasket off. And yeah, it's just It's sludgy badness. It's just, it's disgusting. It's just nasty. I don't like it. I like them. I don't like when I take one apart and they're this dirty. Spray bottle full of WD-40. I just want to get in there and get as much of this gunk out of the bore as I can. I don't know how well you can see, but the cylinder wall itself doesn't look bad. You can still see a little cross hatching on it. Piston looks okay, needs a little work. Intake valve opens and closes. Exhaust valve is stuck open. So we're going to work on that later. Go ahead and pull the rest of the shroud off. It's got a 5/16 nut right here, or bolt right here. The exhaust side and a 7/16 with a Phillips head in it on the back side of the engine. Let's take that off. And we're going to take the carburetor off next. Air cleaner assembly, carburetor back in here, and then the intake is actually up here and goes down. Move the coil wire out of the way. Coil still works. I spun it over earlier and I had my arm laying on top of the wire. Yeah, it shocked me good. So coil still works, ignition system still works. Intake's off. Throttle springs is broke, but linkage is there. Throttle blade is seized. Never seen a carburetor without a bowl on it of any kind. It's just got a little diaphragm at the bottom. But I guess being gravity fed, it wouldn't need a bowl. But I don't know. I'd like to find out more about it. It's just held in with Phillips head screws. Be careful if you're taking one apart because they will break off and they are a pain. And right behind the intake, this is the crankcase breather and also the inspection cover for the lifters, if it has lifters, and valve springs. It's a flathead engine, so we'll take that off. Doesn't look too bad. It's got a dirt dauber's nest down in it, so it'll need cleaned. And there's the inside of it. Kind of hard to see. I don't have the best lighting in my shop right now. Got a few more to put in. But intake valves all the way down. And there's about a little over 1/8 of an inch, almost 1/4 inch gap. Yeah, probably close to a 1/4 inch gap between the exhaust valve and the lifter for it. So it's going to need a little work. But that's all we've got time for tonight. I've got to get an Allen head to take the set screw out of the pulley. I'm going to try to remove it later on this week. And then try to get this front cover off. I want to see what the insides look like. Maybe get the flywheel off and have a look at that ignition system. But she's a good looking little engine. Like I said, I'm going to try to find a little more information out on it. Now see if I can get parts for it. See if it is a Craftsman or if it might be just a rebranded Briggs and Stratton or anything like that. I'd like to find out.